हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द लाइव सेशन। तो अब हम देखने वाले हैं हिस्ट्री का टेस्ट सीरीज़। तो आज हम देखेंगे set 3। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़ और आप भी मेरे साथ अटेंड कीजिए और अगर आपका आंसर आता है तो मुझे चैट में बताइए। सो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, which of the following are considered to be the reasons for the growth of militant nationalism in India? The feeling that only an Indian government could lead India onto a path of progress gained more ground. The rise in unemployment and underemployment among the educated drew attention to poverty and the underdevelopment state of the country's economy under colonial rule. The threat to Indian national identity in the British Empire became more evident with increasing westernization. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है D, all of the above. 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements about the Congress resolutions at Karachi. Two resolutions were adopted, one on fundamental rights and the other on National Economic Program. It endorsed the Delhi Pact or Gandhi-Irvin Pact. Congress for the first time spelled out that what Swaraj would mean for the masses. Choose the correct code. तो इसका भी आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, all of the above. 1, 2 and 3. So this movement, which started as a reaction to partition of Bengal, soon spread to other parts of the country. In that respect, which of the following personality is correctly matched with the places that led the movement? बाल गंगाधर तिलक मुंबई, लाला लाजपत राय पंजाब, चिदम्बरम पिल्लाई दिल्ली, सैयद हैदर रजा मद्रास. चूज द करेक्ट कोड. तो इसका आंसर होगा A, 1 and 2 ओनली. बाल गंगाधर तिलक मुंबई और लाला लाजपत राय पंजाब. Consider the following statements. Indian National Congress declared its goal as self-government or Swaraj in the Surat session under the presidency of Dadabhai Nauroji. Moderates wanted Swadeshi movement to be taken outside Bengal to other parts of the country, while extremists opposed it, which resulted in the split. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, none of the above. Who among the following said political freedom is the life breath of a nation? Aurobindo Ghosh, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bhagat Singh. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, Aurobindo Ghosh. Which of the following were the new forms of struggle adopted by the extremists during their opposition with the British? Boycott of foreign goods, mass mobilization by public meetings and processions, use of traditional festivals and occasions as a means of reaching out to the masses and spreading political messages. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी, all of the above. Boycott of foreign goods, mass mobilization, use of traditional festivals. Which of the following were considered to be the reason for the fizzling out of the Swadeshi movement by 1908? The movement was rendered leaderless, with most of the leaders either arrested or deported by 1908. The movement failed to create an effective organization or a party structure. The movement largely remained confined to the upper and middle classes and zamindars and failed to reach the masses, especially the peasantry. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी, all of the above. 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following statements are correct about the extremists? They derived their ideological inspiration from the Indian history, cultural heritage, and Hindu traditional symbols. They demanded constitutional reforms and share for Indian in services. They believed their political connection with Britain would perpetuate British exploitation of India. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 1 and 3 only. They derived their ideological inspiration from Indian history. They believed that political connection with Britain would perpetuate British exploration of India. Consider the following statements. Gandhiji started Dandi March from his Sabarmati ashram and gave a call for violating the salt law by refusing to pay tax. Khudai Khidmatkars were a band of non-violent nationalists organized by Ghaffar Khan. C. Rajagopalachari organized a march in Andhra Pradesh to popularize the civil disobedience movement. Choose the correct answer. Correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन है 1 and 2 only. Gandhiji started Dandi March. Khudai Khidmatkars were a non-violent nationalist organization. Which of the following acts were passed by the British to suppress the Swadeshi movement? Seditious Meetings Act, Criminal Law Amendment Act, Explosive Substances Act, Indian Press Act. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. Seditious Meetings Act, Criminal Law Amendment Act, Explosive Substances Act and Indian Press Act. Consider the following statements about revolutionary activities abroad during freedom struggle. Indian Home Rule Society was started in London by Syamji Krishna Verma as a center for Indian students to bring radical youth from India. The Gaddar Party was a revolutionary group organized with its headquarters at San Francisco. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी बोथ 1 and 2. Which of the following are correctly matched? Leader organization परमथनाथ मित्र अनुशीलन समिति, वरेंद्र कुमार घोष जुगंतर, वल्लीन कमेटी वीरेंद्रनाथ चट्टोपाध्याय. चूज द करेक्ट कोड. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. परमथनाथ मित्र अनुशीलन समिति, वरेंद्र कुमार घोष जुगंतर, वल्लीन कमेटी वीरेंद्रनाथ चट्टोपाध्याय. Which of the following were the reasons for the emergence of revolutionary activities during freedom struggle? Leadership failure to tame the revolutionary energies of the youth. Government's violent repressions provoked youth to adapt to violent revolutionary means. Choose the correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी बोथ 1 and 2. Consider the following statements about non-cooperation movement. Congress approved a non-cooperation program at a special session held at Kolkata in 1920. It professed the boycott of foreign cloth and use of khadi instead. It insisted the participants to work for Hindu-Muslim unity and for removal of untouchability, all the time remaining non-violent. Choose the correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements that about the conspiracies in which took place during freedom struggle. Aurobindo Ghosh, Virendra Kumar Ghosh and others were tried in Alipur conspiracy case. Vasant Kumar Biswas, Amit Chand and others were arrested in Havra gang case. Jatendra Nath Mukherjee was arrested in Delhi conspiracy case. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी 1 only. Aurobindo Ghosh, Virendra Kumar Ghosh and others were tried in Alipur conspiracy case. Which of the following were the reasons for the formation of the Home Rule movement? People were feeling the burden of wartime miseries caused by high taxation and a rise in prices. The war being fought among the major imperialist power of the day exposed the myth of white superiority. Tilak was ready to assume leadership after his release in June 1914 as he admitted that the acts of violence had only served to retard the pace of political progress in India. Choose the correct code. This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2, and 3. New India and Commonwealth were the newspaper started by which of the following personalities? Annie Besant, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Sachindranath Sanyal, Lala Lajpat Rai. This answer is option A, Annie Besant. Consider the following statements. The newly adopted tricolor of freedom was hosted by Gandhiji on the banks of River Ravi on the midnight of December 31, 1929. Lucknow Pact led to the coming together of the Muslim League and the Congress. Choose the correct code. This answer is option B, 2 only. Lucknow Pact led to the coming together of Muslim League and the Congress. Consider the following statements regarding Montague-Chelmsford reforms. It introduced direct key for the executive at the level of the central government. Women were also given the right to vote to election for legislature. The Governor General retained full control over the reserve subject in the provinces. Choose the correct code. As answer option B, 2 and 3 only. Women were also given the right to vote. The Governor General retained full control over the reserve subjects in the provinces. Which of the following statements are correct about the Gandhiji's technique of satyagraha? A satyagrahi should not accept offering to his struggle against the wrongdoer. Methods of satyagraha include non-payment of taxes and declining honors and positions of authority. A satyagrahi was not to submit to what he considered as wrong, but was to always remain truthful, non-violent, and fearless. Choose the correct code. This answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. Methods of satyagraha include non-payments of taxes and declining honors and positions of authority. A satyagrahi was not to submit to what he considered as wrong, but was to always remain truthful, non-violent, and fearless. Which of the following is considered to be the first non-cooperation movement? Champaran Satyagraha, Ahmedabad Mill Strike, Satyagraha against Rowlatt Act, Kheda Satyagraha. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, खेड़ा सत्याग्रह. Consider the following statements about the Rowlatt Act. The act allowed political activists to be tried without juries or even imprisoned without trial. It sought to suspend the law of habeas corpus, the basis of civil liberty. The mere possession of seditious newspapers was considered to be adequate evidence of guilt. Choose the correct answer. This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2, and 3. Which of the following are correctly matched? Commission purpose. Lee Commission to look into the crisis of Indian agriculture. Liljenko Commission to look into failure to recruit enough British officers. Mudman Committee working of the Constitution under the India Act of 1919. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है Option B, 3 only. Mudman Committee working of the Constitution under the India Act of 1990. Consider the following statement about Simon Commission. It rejected parliamentary responsibility at the center. It proposed the abolition of tyranny and the establishment of representative government in the provinces. Dr. Ambedkar argued for universal adult franchise for both male and female alike before the commission. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ द अबव. Consider the following statements. The decision to celebrate January 26, 1930 as the first Independence Swarajya Day was taken at Lahore session of the Congress. Delhi proposals contained certain conditions for attending the Round Table Conference. Delhi Manifesto contained the demands of Muslim League to be incorporated into the draft constitution. Choose the correct answer. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, 1 only. The decision to celebrate January 26, 1930 as the first independence of Swarajya Day was taken at Lahore session of the Congress. The 1929 session of Indian National Congress is of significance in the history of the freedom movement because the attainment of self-declaration was declared as the objective of the Congress. Non-cooperation movement was launched. Decision to participate in the Round Table Conference in London was taken. Attainment of Purna Swaraj was adopted as a goal of the Congress. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, attainment of Purna Swaraj was adopted as the goal of the Congress. Consider the following. Chauri Chaura incident led Gandhi to call off the non-cooperation movement from Bardoli in 1922. Chauri Chaura incident led Gandhi to start his Dandi March and later talks with the Viceroy Lord Irwin. Which of the statements given above is correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1 only. Chauri Chaura incident led Gandhi to call off the national cooperation movement from Bardoli in 1922. Consider the following statements. During our freedom struggles, Swadeshi and boycott movement started immediately after the partition of Bengal. Second World War coincided with the formation of Indian National Army. The civil disobedience movement started with demonstrations against the arrival of Simon Commission in India. इसका आंसर है which of the following statements given above is correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, 1 and 2 only. During our freedom struggle, Swadeshi and boycott movement started immediately after the partition of Bengal. Second World War coincided with the formation of the Indian National Army. Which of the following were the recommendations of Nehru Report of 1928? India should be made a secular state with no state religion. Separate electorate to Muslims should be given only in provinces where Muslims are in minority. Universal adult suffrage should be given. It gave 19 fundamental rights. Select the code from below. The answer है option C, 2, 3 and 4. Separate electorate to Muslims should be given only in provinces where Muslims are in minority. Universal adult suffrage should be given. It gave 19 fundamental rights. इसका आंसर ऑप्शन सी, 1, 3 and 4. India should be made a secular state with no state religion. Consider the following statements regarding Meerut conspiracy case. The British government convicted 33 leftist trade union leaders under a false lawsuit. Meerut conspiracy case trial helped the Communist Party of India to consolidate its position among workers. Main accused Shaukat Usmani, Muzaffar Ahmad and Dangi were given death sentence. Which of the above statements are correct? This answer is A 1 and 2. The British government convicted 33 leftist trade union leaders under a false lawsuit made at conspiracy case trial helped the Communist Party of India to consolidate its position among workers. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Kakori conspiracy? It is the name given to train robbery at Kakori by HRA. The objectives of robbery was to collect money and distribute it to poor farmers dying in famine. Only British money was looted while nothing was taken from Indian passengers. To select the code from following. This answer option C 1 and 3. It is the name given to the train robbery at Kakuri by HRA. Only British money was looted while nothing was taken from the Indian passenger. Hindustan Republican Association was a revolutionary organization of India. Which of the following statements are correct regarding HRA? It was established as an offshoot of Anusilan Samiti. It was established by Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad. The objective was to establish a federated republic of the United States of India. This consider option C 1 and 3. It was established as an offshoot of Anusilan Samiti. The objective was to establish a federated republic of the United States of India. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the Delhi Darbar of 1911? It was held to commemorate the coronation of Queen Victoria. Delhi was declared as the new capital of India. The partition of Bengal was annulled and Bihar, Odisha and Assam provinces were formed. Congress supported the Darbar. Select the code from following. This answer option B 2 and 3. Delhi was declared as the new capital of India. The partition of Bengal was annulled and Bihar, Odisha and Assam provinces were formed. Consider the following statements about the December 1920 Nagpur session of the Indian National Congress. The program of non-cooperation was endorsed. Attainment of self-government through constitutional means of petitions and pleadings was its goal. Professional Congress committees on linguistic basis were organized. Which of the statements is or are incorrect? This answer option C 2 only. Consider the following statements about Champaran Satyagraha. Champaran Satyagraha 1917 first civil disobedience. Champaran Satyagraha was against the Kathiya system. Gandhi was arrested during this protest. Which of the statements is or are correct? This answer option D all the above. Champaran Satyagraha 1917 first civil disobedience. Champaran Satyagraha was against the Kathiya system. Gandhi was arrested during this protest. Which of the following statements are true about the Lucknow Congress session 1916? It was presided over by the Ambika Charan Majumdar. Readmitted the moderates led by Tilak to the Congress fold. The Congress did not accept the Muslim League's position on separate electors. Which of the statements is or are correct? This answer is option C 1 only. It was presided over by the Ambika Charan Majumdar. The nationalist response to British participation in the World War I was threefold. Consider the following statements with regard to it. The moderates supported the empire in the war as a matter of duty. The revolutionaries supported the war efforts in the mistaken belief that Britain would repay India's loyalty with gratitude in the form of self government. The extremists decided to utilize the opportunity to wage a war and liberate the country. And so the statements is or are correct. This answer is option C, one only. The Madras supported the empire in the war as a matter of duty. Which of the following newspapers and journals were associated with the revolutionary terrorism? Sandhya, Yugantar, Kal, Young India. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. This answer is option A 1, 2 and 3. Sandhya, Yugantar and Kal. Consider the following statements about the Morley Minto reforms of 1909, Government of India Act 1909. Separate electors for the Muslim representation in excess of the strength of their population. Power of legislation both at the center and in provinces were enlarged. One Indian was to be appointed to the Viceroy Executive Council. The legislature could now pass resolution, ask questions, and supplementary vote the budget as the whole. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. This answer is option A 1, 2 and 3 only. By the dawn of the 20th century, militant school of thought, a band of nationalist thinkers had emerged who advocated a more militant approach to political work. Consider the following characteristic: hatred for foreign rule, so as to be the goal of national movement. They did not believe in capacity of the masses to challenge the authority. Personal sacrifices required, and a true nationalist to be always ready for it. Which of the above statements is correct? This answer is option C 1, 2 and 4 only. Hatred for foreign rule so as to be the goal of national movement. Personal sacrifices required, a true nationalist to be always ready for it. Consider the following statements regarding the Khaskar movement. It was started by a charismatic leader, Alma Masrik, in Lahore. Its aim was revival of Orthodox Islam in India and establish a Muslim government. Alma encouraged members of the movement to serve the people regardless of their caste and religion, and Khaksars were expected to convince others to join the movement through love and affection. Mahatma Gandhi called Alma Masriki to join Quit India movement in 1942. Select the correct statement from above. This answer is option B 1, 3 and 4. Which of the following political entities supported the Quit India movement? Muslim League, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, Hindu Mahasabha, Communist Party of India. Select the code from the following. This answer है अब फिफ्थ में है प्रिंसली स्टेट्स, तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी नन ऑफ द अबव. Consider the following matches. Author literature: Premchand, Bharat Durdasa, New Lamps for Old, Aravind Ghosh, Bhagat Singh, Why Am I Why I am an atheist? Syam Prasad Mukherjee, Young India. Select the correct quote from the following. This answer है C 2 and 3. New lens for old Aurobindo Ghosh, Bhagat Singh, Why I am an atheist. Consider the following statements regarding Baba Ramchandra. He left for Fiji as an indentured laborer and changed his name to Ramchandra Rao to conceal his identity as Brahmin. He returned to India, became a sannyasi, and started working for the upliftment of peasantry. In 1920, he organized an all farmers association in Oudh called Oudh Kisan Sabha. Choose the correct answer. Choose which of the above statements are correct. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. Kesar-e-Hind Medal was awarded by the Indian government for exceptional public service. Mahatma Gandhi was awarded Kesar-e-Hind for recruiting volunteers for British Indian Army during World War I. Mahatma Gandhi returned his award to protest against the draconian Rowlatt Act. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी none of the above. Abhinav Bharat Society was one of the most significant of the secret societies of Maharashtra. Consider the following statements regarding Abhinav Bharat Society. It was initially started by Savarkar brothers as Mitra Mela in Nasik. It believed in overthrow of British government through armed rebellion. It was involved in the killing of AMT Jackson, the district magistrate of Nasik, the case popularly known as the Nasik conspiracy case. Which of the following statements are correct? This answer है option D, all of the above. 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following is the oldest women university of India? Srimati Nathibai Damodar Thackeray Women's University, SNDT Mumbai. Jesus and Mary College Delhi, Lady Sri Ram College for Women Delhi, Sri Padmavati Mahila Vishwavidyalaya Tamil Nadu. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए श्रीमती नथीबाई दामोदर ठाकरे से वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी SNDT मुंबई. Consider the following statements. Servants of India Society was founded by Gopal Krishna Gokhale in London. The aim of the society was to create awareness about imperialist plans and exploitation of India by Britain. Which of the above statements are correct? This answer है option D, neither one nor two. The Bardoli Satyagraha was a major event of civil disobedience and revolt in the Indian independence movement. Which of the following statements are correct about this movement? The Taluka of Bardoli in Gujarat had suffered huge loss due to floods and famine. Despite this fact, the Bombay Presidency raised the tax by 30%. The Satyagraha was led by Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. The farmers refused the payment of taxes. In retaliation, government forcefully seized all the property, including cattle. Which of the code from select the code from the following? तो इसका आंसर है C 1 and 3 only. Consider the following statements regarding Rani Gandhliu. Gadanliu was a Naga spiritual and political leader who led a violent revolt against the British at the age of 13. She came to be considered as incarnation of the goddess Chera Chamindillu. The title Rani was given to her by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Which of the above statements are correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी all of the above 1, 2 and 3. Nora Devi wildlife sanctuary was in news recently concerning which of the following species? Cheetah, red panda, snow leopard, sangai. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए चीता. Consider the following statements with respect to Global Hunger Index 2018. India has been ranked at 103 with hunger levels in the country categorized as extremely alarming. It is released by Food and Agriculture Organization. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है डी neither 1 nor 2. India has been ranked 115th among 157 countries in the first ever Human Capital Index. It is released by the World Economic Forum, World Bank, United Nations Development Program, Amnesty International. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी वर्ल्ड बैंक. Consider the following statement with respect to United Nations Human Rights Council. It is an intergovernmental body formed in 1992. All the members of United Nations are members of the UNHRC. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी neither 1 nor 2. Consider the following statement with respect to Estimates Committee of Parliament. It is elected every year by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha from amongst its members. Chairperson of the committee is appointed by the President of India. A minister cannot be elected as a member of the committee. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है डी 3 only. A minister cannot be elected as a member of the committee. Consider the following statement with respect to Genome Asia project. It is driven by Singapore-based National Technological University. It involves sequencing whole genome of 1 lakh Asians. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी both 1 and 2. It is driven by Singapore-based National Technological University. It involves sequencing whole genomes of 1 lakh Asians. Consider the following statements with respect to Telecom Dispute Settlement and Appellate Tribunal. It consists of chairperson and 2 members appointed by the central government. The chairperson should be or should have been a judge of the Supreme Court or the Chief Justice of a High Court. Select the correct answer. इसका आंसर है सी both 1 and 2. Consider the following statement with respect to Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council. With the constitution of PM STEC, Scientific Advisory Committee to the Cabinet and Scientific Advisory Council to the Prime Minister stands dissolved. It is chaired by the Ministry of Science and Technology. Select the correct answer. Correct statement. तो इसका आंसर है A 1 only. Which of the following parameters are considered by RBI for initiating prompt corrective action on a certain bank? Capital to risk weighted assets ratio, not net non-performing assets, return on assets. Select the correct code. This answer is D, all of the above. Capital to risk weighted assets ratio, net non-performing assets, return on assets. J.S. Verma Committee was constituted with regard to education, doubling farmers' income, sexual assault against women, digital payments. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी sexual assault against women. Kattupanian tribe primarily inhabit the state of Kerala, Maharashtra, Goa, Odisha. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए केरला. COP India is a series of international air force exercises between India and France, United States, Japan, Russia. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. Which of the following statements is correct with respect to Gulf of Cadiz? It is a gulf amidst Yemen to the north, the Arabian Sea and Guadalfui Channel to the east, Somalia to the south, and Djibouti to the west. It is a gulf at the northern tip of the Red Sea, east of the Sinai Peninsula and west of the Arabian mainland. It is a gulf on the north coast of Western Australia. It is a gulf on Tunisia's east coast in the Mediterranean Sea of North America. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी. It is a gulf on Tunisia's east coast in the Mediterranean Sea of North Africa. Consider the following statements with respect to oil bonds. They are issued by the government to compensate oil marketing companies for losses borne by them in the process of regulating prices. They are not eligible under SLR security but can be used as collateral for repo transactions. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है सी both 1 and 2. Which of the following countries are part of the basic countries? Brazil, Algeria, South Africa, Indonesia, China. Select the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है 1, 3 and 5. Brazil, South Africa and China. Consider the following statement about Graded Response Action Plan. It was prepared by the Supreme Court mandated Environment Pollution Control Authority. It lays down stratified actions that are required to be taken as and when the concentration of particulate matter reaches a certain level. Select the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ए 1 only. It was prepared by the Supreme Court mandated Environment Pollution Control Authority. Hindu Marriage Act 1955 applies to a person who is a Buddhist, Jain, Sikh. Select the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. बुद्धिस्ट, जैन, सिख. Which of the following countries supported North Korea in the Korean War? The Soviet Union, China, Japan. Select the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ए 1 and 2. Soviet Union and China. The Model Concessionaire Agreement is associated with public-private partnership, goods and service tax, initial public offering, merchant discount rate. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए public-private partnership. A 2,000-foot long floating pipe nicknamed Wilson was in news recently. Consider the following statements. It is aimed at clearing of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It is launched by Ocean Conservancy, a non-profit environmental advocacy group based in Washington. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 only. Which one of the following best describes the term prepaid payment instrument, sometimes seen in news? That charged to a merchant by a bank for accepting payments from his customers through the bank's debit cards. The incentive given by the government to merchants for promoting digital payments by their customers through point of sale machines and debit cards. The incentive given by a bank to a merchant for accepting payments through debit cards pertaining to that bank. Instruments which facilitate the purchase of goods and services, inclusive of transfer of funds by using the value stored on such instruments. This answer है option D, with instruments which facilitate the purchase of goods and services, inclusive of transfer of funds by using the value stored on such instrument. Consider the following statement with respect to Goa Maritime Symposium. The inaugural GMS was held in 2018 to strengthen the existing Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. It is aimed at establishing academic excellence as well as sharing of ideas among Indians' maritime navals by facilitating interaction between senior representatives of navies and maritime agencies in the IOR. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, 2 only. What is Fei Hong 98 FS-98? World's fastest train developed by Japan. World's largest unmanned transport aircraft developed by China. World's fastest supercomputer developed by China's National University of Defense. Tilt-rotor unmanned aerial vehicle developed by Korea Aerospace Research Institute. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट अनमैन्ड ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट डेवलप्ड बाय चाइना. Consider the following statement with respect to Zika. It is caused by a virus transmitted primarily by Aedes mosquito. It can lead to Guillain-Barré syndrome, which causes potential fatal muscle weakness. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. Which of the following statements about ONIR is or are correct? It is a water disinfection system. It is developed by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Select the correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. और इसी के साथ हमारा ये टेस्ट सीरीज़ ख़त्म होता है, क्योंकि इसमें बस 75 ही क्वेश्चंस थे. तो अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आप डेली लाइव क्लास ज्वाइन कर सकें. और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए, साथ ही अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कर दीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो सके. सो हमारा ये सेशन यहीं तक था. थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.